people come in Vegas and they have experiences they wouldn't have anyplace else in the world. They feel free, they feel liberated.
21 years ago, the creative team at the marketing firm R&R Partners captured the anything goes spirit of Sin City in a now iconic ad slogan.
Can I get a wake-up call tomorrow morning, please? Can I get back to go to my cell phone instead of my room?
We knew we had a winner, and we wanted to really launch it in a major way.
That major way turned out to be a TV ad campaign Billy Vasiliadis and his team planned to run during the Super Bowl following the 2002-2003 season. The NFL had other plans.
All right, what you're about to see was banned from the Super Bowl broadcast. It's a commercial about Las Vegas.
All we got is a set of dentures. What are we going to tell his wife?
Good morning. You guys need some coffee?
Black, yeah.
We tried to buy the spot, and the NFL very nicely told us no. And then it became the spot that the NFL wouldn't run.
For decades, the NFL and other sports leagues wanted nothing to do with Las Vegas and were worried about attaching their brands to Sin City.
So there was always that fear of kind of the old Vegas, if you will, the mob Vegas, fixing games and shaving points.
In 1963, the NFL suspended two of its biggest stars for the entire season for betting on NFL games. In 1980, investigators discovered members of the Boston College men's basketball team had shaved points in a scheme involving organized crime. In 1989, Pete Rose was banned for life for betting on baseball. Gambling scandals like those led Congress in 1992 to pass the Professional and Amateur Sports Protection Act, or PASPA, essentially banning sports betting nationwide outside of Nevada.
New Jersey wants to appropriately regulate sports gaming. We want to do it because 65% of the people of the state of New Jersey voted that they want to do it.
In 2011, New Jersey became the first state to challenge the federal ban on sports betting. Then, in 2014, a turning point. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver penned an op-ed under this headline.
My point was, there's massive, massive sports betting going on in this country. If it's going to go on, let's make it, transparent. Let's bring it into the sunlight, so to speak, and let's regulate it.
Things like March Madness and the Super Bowl have consistently been the most bet-on events in America. But up until May of 2018, the only place you could bet legally was in Nevada.
And then the day that changed everything.
A watershed moment in gambling history and perhaps even sports history as well. The Supreme Court has voted in favor of striking down the federal anti-sports gambling law.
The Supreme Court decided states should be able to determine for themselves what level of gambling they should have. And so what we have seen is this massive movement.
In 2018, 8 states made sports betting legal. And it was just the beginning.
Sports betting has expanded more rapidly, and more people have started to gamble on sports since 2018 than any other form of gambling in our nation's history.
At this time, we're looking at about 40 U.S. jurisdictions with regulated sports betting of some kind. They're all different, right? And that happened in 5 years.
The amount Americans have legally bet on sports, or the handle, has gone from more than $6 billion in 2018 to more than $100 billion last year. In total, nearly $300 billion wagered on sports, generating over $5 billion in tax revenue. To help make sure that revenue continues to grow, the gambling industry spends hundreds of millions each year on advertising. You can't watch any game these days without seeing ads like this.
Nice! Called it, baby.
Concerned with at-risk people being targeted, New York Congressman Paul Tonko borrowed language once used against the tobacco industry to propose a federal ban on gambling advertisements.
All advertising probably has some order of targeting to it, but in this case, it's a very vulnerable audience that you're going after.
We need to make sure that kids, don't see these ads. We need to make sure that they have disclosures and disclaimers.
I think we need to take a closer look at this because it could be a public health crisis that grows in tremendous dimension.
Are we facing a public health crisis, as Congressman Tonko says?
No, absolutely not. I think that what we are facing is a migration of the American sports bettor who had no legal opportunities to bet on sports into the safe, regulated marketplace.
The major sports leagues have bought in. Sports books like this one at the Washington Commanders' home, FedEx Field, are now part of the fan experience.
I think that we've been cautious and thoughtful and slower than many in how we engage with sports gambling as a whole. Now it's legal. Now the world has changed. And so everything with those relationships has changed as well.
The major sports leagues once wanted nothing to do with Sin City. Now several professional teams call Las Vegas home. And in casinos there, you can find something that just 6 years ago would have been unthinkable. Slot machines covered with the NFL shield and team logos.
20 plus years ago, the NFL wouldn't run our spot. This Super Bowl, Vegas is the official Super Bowl host city by the NFL. Never would have thought it.